the more you read these lessons, the more really simple they become. The simpler in the thought that they're offering us. The Course isn't very difficult. It says the same thing over and over. If you've been reading it for a few years, you begin to see this is pretty much repetitive. And it's not that it's hard. The idea is it's offering us. What's hard is practicing them. What's hard is the yeah buts of life. This is good. Yeah, God is my strength, vision, and is his gift. Yeah, but. Yeah, but in this situation. Yeah, but in this situation. We got lots of yeah, buts that come before us. And so this lesson starts out by saying this combines two very powerful thoughts, both of major importance. It also sets forth a cause and effect relationship that explains why you cannot fail in your efforts to achieve this goal, this course. And why is that? God is your strength. Once you recognize where your real power comes from, then everything is given unto you. When we know who and what we are, everything is given unto us, is really what this is saying. God is our cause. And the effect of God, when we know that, is his vision. What is there else that you want in this life? I mean, not so much things. There's always things we want, but things are transitory. When you're a child, you want, a truck, a little toy truck, or a paper doll, or whatever. When you get to be a child, an adult, you put away childish toys. Now you want, a nice car and a house or a job or all these other things. So the things of the world are never our focus. It's what those things represent to us. And so what this is saying is, if you recognize what it is that you truly desire, to know who and what you are, then the effect of that is what? Clarity of purpose then in everything you do. That's what you want. To know that God is your strength gives you clarity of vision. To know how you can be of service to someone that you meet. How you can be of service to your family members, how you can be of service in your job, how you can be of service to yourself when your body does X, Y, Z. It gives you that kind of clarity because you become more aware of why you are here and who you are. That's what this is saying. It combines two very important ideas, the cause and the effect. If we join our strength with God, the effect is clarity. If we join our strength with the ego, which says we're separate and limited, then the effect is going to be confusion. It's going to be guilt. It's going to be fear. It's going to be attack because we're going to feel limited. So our world will reflect limitation. So wherever we place our mind is what we get. I was preparing for this workshop or this retreat that I'm doing in a couple of weeks, and I come up with all these. I go back through my files and files of wonderful thoughts that I have that I've collected over the years. And this is a great one. Maybe some of you know it. It's the Cherokee Indian legend of the grandfather who is talking to his son, and the grandson says to the grandfather, says to the grandson, he says, "There is a war going on inside of me." And the grandson says, "What is it?" He says, "Well, there are two battling wolves inside of me. One wolf is anger and hate and attack and judgment and guilt. And the other wolf is happiness and love and peace and joy and clarity." And he says, and the young grandson says, "Well, which one is going to win the war?" And the grandfather says, "The one I feed. The one I feed. Which one will I feed?" It only works what we feed. Do we feed the truth about ourselves? Do we feed the clarity of purpose? God is my strength. Vision is his gift. And you might say, "Well, I don't know if I believe in God, that he's there to help me. I don't know." And it's valid. It's valid. I mean, the God that perhaps we have had an image of has been kind of suspect at times, sometimes there for you, sometimes not there for you. What the Course is saying is that is not the truth. That is not the truth of God, even though man has made him into this, kind of changeable image. And it's time for us to recognize what his will for us is. Now you could just try it. God is my strength, vision is his gift, without faith in it, and see what happens. That's what the lessons are really about. A being willing to just try it and see what happens. Now, if you have some faith in it, so much better. If there's some thought that perhaps this is true, so much better. And it does make sense to us. If we feed anger and hate and judgment inside of ourselves, we know that it grows. And we become more suspicious, more angry, and less able to see with clarity. Everything is colored by that image. But if we allow to grow in us this sense of joy, this sense of peace, this sense of forgiveness, this sense of connection, we know that begins to change our world and color our world. It becomes the clarity that we have.